Hey guys, welcome back to another video on our YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about another Ciro3D product. Now guys, about a month ago when I was on the website, I ran across this action camera adapter with windshield and fairing mount. This is part number 50127, so you can get on Ciro3D.com and check that out. Before I actually get into the install, guys, I want to say a big, huge thank you to everybody out there that's taken the time to subscribe to the channel. Me and my family appreciate the heck out of it, guys. So if you haven't already, check out the channel. Over 80 bagger videos on there. Guarantee you'll find something. If you do, please hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell icon, and it'll let you know every time we have an upload that comes online. We have a huge event coming up this weekend, and I wanted to get this in and get it on the bike and test it out. With the stuff that we have on the street glide, I was really limited on places where I could mount an action camera. So I thought the fairing mount would be the best. So it does come with a long 1/4-20 bolt for the center and a shorter 1/4-20 bolt for the outside, depending on which side you decide to mount it on. Now guys, I want to touch on one thing real quick. On this little backing plate, this thing is metal. It's all metal and it's fairly flush on the back side. There's no, I mean, it's pretty smooth. But when I mounted it on here, you've got metal on metal. Now, you guys may not have a windshield trim, so you would just have paint there. I highly suggest you try to find a rubber washer or something to put back there. I put some 3M sticky tape on mine. Most of the sticky's gone off of it now. I just use the oils in my fingers to get the sticky off. It's not really going to be used for the stickiness, but more of a buffer between the metal on metal or metal on paint. And when I put it on there and I actually started spinning this knob here, you could see the backing plate start to spin, and that was ultimately scratching the chrome on my windshield trim. Now I just paid $120 for that Performance Machine windshield trim, and it's got some circle scratches going around it now. Just a little heads up, guys, try to find a rubber washer or something at your hardware store, or like I said, I just made one out of some Gorilla tape. It's kind of thick and foamy, so that's just going to protect it. All right guys, so we're going to get this thing installed, but the first thing you want to do is remove the existing bolt on your windshield trim. Just lay that off to the side. Now if you're like me, don't lose that, because I don't want to actually keep this camera on my bike all the time. Now it's a good idea to go ahead and get the backing plate and the threaded 1/4-20 bolt that you're going to need, and the knob. Get it all in your hands so you can do all of this at once. So I've got it just kind of hand tightened down in there, and I'll push my windshield trim back on just like that. You want to make sure you leave enough to put your spacer washer on, and then go ahead and mount your knob. And then when you torque all of that down, guys, it should go ahead and torque your windshield down and get that nice and tight. So on the end of the knob here, it also has a hex head cut out right there, so you can go ahead and use a tool to tighten that. But I found it really wasn't necessary. I could get it tight enough just turning it by hand. So what you want to do now is grab your GoPro piece right here that just has a big hole on the end right here. It just snaps around the ball up here, but you want to put your nut on there first. So we'll slide that on. We'll put this on. You can hear it just kind of pop around that ball, and it stays. And then go ahead and start to thread your nut back on, just like that. Now we can turn it whichever way we want, and when you tighten that nut down, it's going to hold that in place wherever you want it. Then you'll simply just take your GoPro or your GoPro case or wasp case, whatever you guys have. I just go ahead and put it in there, line it all up, get my bolt that came with the camera, slide that through, nut on the other side, and that's going to hold that just like that, guys. And of course I can turn this, can loosen this and move this camera all over the place, loosen this part and allow me to move the camera up and down. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and try to get some footage in here from the camera. All right, guys, so that's it, man. That's an easy install. Got some decent footage. Like I said, a lot of things come into play when it comes to what kind of footage you're going to get. One, the camera that you have. Ours doesn't have that smoothing stuff in it, so you know the road that we were on wasn't the best road in the world. Big bagger, they vibrate, so you're going to get some shake in the camera no matter where you mount it on your bike. Well, I'm pretty happy with the product, guys. Outside of having some kind of washer in there around that finishing ring, some kind of rubber, something that would be great. I'd like to see that put in there. If you have windshield trim that's powder coated, it's going to scratch it. I've got a $110 piece of chrome, and now it's got some scratches around it. You're putting that on paint, you're going to scratch that, guys. So just make do with what you have. Try to build yourself some kind of washer. Like I said, I used Gorilla Tape and just made a washer out of it and put behind it to keep from scratching it anymore. It wouldn't be that big of a deal if I was going to leave it on the bike, but I'm not. I'm only going to put it on here when we want it on there. So just be careful with that, guys. Keep that in mind when you're installing yours. Once again, you can check out that product on Ciro3D.com. That is part number 50127. And if you have any questions on that, please drop it in the comment box down below. I check YouTube every day, and I'll try to help you as quick as I can and the best I can. But check out the channel, guys. Guarantee you'll find something. Over 80 videos, and if you do, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that little bell icon. It'll let you know every time we upload a video. But I'm going to get out of here, guys, and get back to work. Until the next video, as always, be safe. Keep your knees in the breeze.